First of all, it's been always my dreams to study outside of my country since I was in high school. And I think, to study somewhere has a great background or, strong programs, especially in the United States. They have a very strong business programs here. That's why it made me want to go study outside of Vietnam, specifically in the United States. I can live away from my parents. I can be independent, take care of myself. Still somewhat, I still depend on, they pay for my tuition, but it's nice to see how your life is without someone look over your shoulder. And, you can take care of everything by yourself, and you never know you're going to need it when you grow up or, ready to have a family on your own. I would advise them to, first of all, do the research of the area they were going to move to. They need to get the process of applying and, preparing themselves mentally and emotionally. Because it's not as, as a bubble little world that they used to live in. It's completely different, so they have to be mentally prepared and getting themselves ready way before. For myself, I prepare myself for a year before I actually, go to the United States. So I was lucky to have a family friend who recommended me to apply to NOVA. And still, I had to do my research on that with my aunt, and we were comparing the tuition from school to school for university and what are the differences. My family wanted me to go to a straight 4-year to avoid all of the transfer process and paperwork. But when I compared the price and I told them, okay, look, if you go to NOVA for 2 years, you only spend top $18,000. When you go to a straight 4-year university, you pay that much amount of money. Even $20,000 a year for some private colleges. That would be $80,000 for 4 years. Why don't you get 2 years off you, only pay 1/4 of the 4 year, and then you save 1 year of $20,000? Why don't you do that? Do some extra paperwork. It's not really that much of a hassle. You still have a lot of free time here. And it's not that hard. I mean, once you get to know the people counselor, they're really helpful. They're going to show you step to step Anka Dalit or Christy Babuena. They help me all the way through. It's here's what you have to do. This is what kind of paperwork you need to do, and this is the person you need to go to. This is the counselor you need to go to talk to in that university in particular. Who knows how to deal with international student paperwork and everything. So it's not that hard. So I would advise people, compare the tuition. It's really planning your budget. Well, job on campus is not really that too much available for international students, because most in NOVA, there are work studies, but there are also job on campus. I would say you have to try really hard, and you have to be really, really motivated in finding a job. It took me 1 semester to find a job, starting in the bookstore, and then I moved my way to be a writing tutor in the writing center. So you have to be here at least a year to have experience to be a tutor, and that is the most easiest job that you can find on campus. You have to maintain your good GPA and know what you be very good at what you studying. I heard so much terrible thing about them. They are so moody. If they're not happy, they're not going to give you a visa, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I was really nervous because I really wanted to go to the United States to study, to have a career and have a life beyond me. And I did my paperwork. I prepared 2 weeks before my interview. I reviewed everything. But on that day of my interview, I went in, they said something wrong with my barcode on the application. So I was freaking out oh my God. So I had to go all the way outside the embassy and then, print out another, barcode on that paper application and got back in. But that day wasn't as terrifying as I expected. It's pretty, straightforward. He was like, okay, why do you want to go to the United States to study? I told him why I wanted to, and he just said, okay, well then have a good time in the United States. You granted a visa. Like, yay! Be relaxed. I mean, you can be a little bit nervous, but not like terrifying at all. And that's gonna make you look really horrible in front of the consular office. You don't want to be too intense. You want to be as relaxed as possible, and just be yourself. And I think they're gonna see that in you. I think they are trained to catch that in every person they interview. I am very social. Like, just stay around, and nobody's gonna give you a hard time if you just be yourself and be friendly. So people eventually come talk to you. And after a week, I got used to things around here. I talked to the counselor, and they told me that there are like international clubs, gaming club, a lot of events that I can attend to, and that helps me meet new people and make new friends. And everybody is nice, and I love Nova because there's a multicultural background, people from all over the world, so they're very, very understanding. I would say that I imagine that people in the United States, nobody has to work really hard. I thought it was just like go to the office job, like really easy, like a very pleasant life, But it's not true. It's really not true. People work really, really hard. Like compared to my country, they work really hard, and they're very determined. It's not like they be really specific about appointment and be on time, and that I really, really like. Because not to say bad things about in Vietnam, but people tend to show up without appointment, like walk-in appointment. But here, prefer to get appointment so you can go in and get out at the exact time. So that way we can have more people as possible, not like be all over the place and without a schedule. That's I really like. And people work hard for what they wanted to. They know what they want, and they will get what they want. That's what I think that how the life in the United States is, and it helps me learn a lot.